Yeah, no, I'm just looking at the footage now. This stuff with the mermaid is amazing. Not sure how we're going to make it into the use of it in the film though, but... Hey, how's it going? Rich Teller here. Why am I putting on the Aussie accent? Hey, how's it going? Rich Teller here. Definitely not Tom Gillespie, definitely not Bitman 360. This is the second production video for Hexicans and the Time Value of Money, my second feature film. Yes, in case you had not figured it out yet, I have a character online that I use to investigate the crypto scamdemic, one Mr. Tom Gillespie. Anyway, this is the behind-the-scenes production vlog, if you like, so I'm just going to let you know what's been happening behind the scenes. Basically, got stuck straight into it and interviewed online for a solid month. I think there was about 18, 19 interviews that came in, primarily from Hexicans, but I was able to get also some interviews with some people that are more critical of Hex, if you like. Also, ZZ started to build, he has built Hexico City, and that's on VR chat, where we will begin filming in the new year some of the scenes that we will use to tie together some of the interviews and some other sort of establishing scenes, if you like, for the film. And we're currently looking for volunteers to be part of that shoot. So if you have access to VR chat, whether it's on desktop or via virtual reality goggles, you're very welcome to get involved. There is a sign-up form. I'll drop it below this video, so if you want to drop your email, you can get notified when we intend to shoot, sometime January, February, depending on how everything goes. Be very, 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 very happy if Hexicans rocked up and wanted to play a role in those scenes, because Hexico City ought to be full of Hexicans, really. Also, I have been talking with Mogul Productions, who basically are like a film financing NFT platform, and we're going to launch a series of Tom Gillespie NFTs about mid-January, and these NFTs, current intentions are to have them function like interview tickets. Tom on LinkedIn and Twitter often gets a lot of messages saying, can you look at this project, will you look at this project? So I think we've backed up potentially 10 projects already to look at. So one way to, rather than just issue some NFTs for for no reason at all apart from speculating on the value, we wanted to try to add a utility this time, and this utility will be basically, if you get these NFTs, it gives you a right to an interview with Tom Gillespie. So if you have any suggestions on the kind of utility you'd like to see from Tom Gillespie's NFT, again, feel free to DM him. And Tom has been getting a fair bit of shit primarily on Twitter. Some guys started making sort of meme kind of wrestling videos of him getting beaten up. But generally speaking, most people are quite nice and quite okay. And again, those of you Hexicans that have interviewed with Tom who weren't aware at the time, this is not a personal vendetta against you as individuals, or even anyone as individuals. This is, I don't want to spoil the film before it comes out, but essentially you can think of it like a documentary inside of a film. I'm hoping that Tom can, although kind of stupid or a little bit dumb at times, can actually ask the tougher questions. And he certainly did that recently when we were in Miami. I think we bagged another 18 interviews there, and those interviews were more broadly targeted at people within the crypto industry, because Tom, although he's investigating Hex, he's also looking at some of the larger fundamental value propositions of crypto or blockchain technology, and this is where actually I think more of the interesting content within the film will be created. Not to say Hex is not interesting, it really fucking is. And by putting a documentary inside a film, you can get a little bit more creative with the storytelling that you can't always do when you are trapped within the realms of reality. A guy reached out to me last month and had seen the Fakefluencer and wanted us to bring Tom Gillespie to Decentral conference in Miami. So we were offered media passes, and it was a case of like, holy crap, this is just too good an opportunity to put down. So we went out to Miami, myself and Tom Gillespie's cameraman Tomo, and also Donna met us out there as well, and the three of us basically just went to the conference, and we shot a lot of interesting interviews. I think one of the most exciting was with Carlos Matos, the BitConnect guy. He gave a wicked good performance, which again, you're going to have to watch the film to see how that went. Brittany Kaiser also, and a bunch of NFT artists. Tom asked some tough questions of these people, and honestly, I think they didn't see it coming. A lot of people at the conference were just sort of, there was a lot of patting each other on the back for being so innovative and futuristic. But I did actually find a few great candidates that were able to openly discuss some of the shortcomings of the technology and the development of the cryptocurrency and the various technologies, DeFi and NFT, that are somewhat hypocritical in their marketing materials. So the Fakefluencer is still out there. It's free to watch if you go to the fakefluencer.movie. If you haven't seen or you're not familiar with Tom Gillespie or what I'm trying to do with that character, please go and have a watch of the film and, share it with your family and friends, because the ultimate goal of my work is to try to reach people that are not just inside this crypto bubble, but are, at the front door, if you like, trying to get in. A production like this costs, and if there was a budget, it would have been smashed by now. But if you want to support what we're doing and you like our style, keep your eyes on that NFT stuff in the new year with Mogul Productions. You can buy merch. We put up some merch, Hex merch, in the online store at fakefluencer.movie/store. You'll find some bits and pieces. Purchasing those items helps support us, even though we only get like a couple of bucks off of each sale. It's something. And of course, you can always support us by just simply donating. We accept crypto and also the dirty fiat. Essentially, we're kind of making film online, mixing this desktop movie making, blending these social accounts, these characters that only live online, into the real world. And now, obviously the major change from the Fakefluencer was Scooter Coin was a fiction, which it later became a real coin. This second production, of course, we did a vote between BitNation and Hex won the vote, and so now we have this kind of hybrid documentary film where we have fictional characters investigating real projects. And I think that model is one that will continue into the future, again, depending on what kind of resources we can access. But I'm feeling confident that the approach or the style that we've taken or we are taking is unique, and to get any sort of momentum with online content, you need to put out unique stuff, and hopefully good stuff as well. Catch you later. No, we don't have an endless supply of Hex. Look, I know you want to stake. Yeah, of course, it's a great opportunity with Pulse Chain and everything, but look, if you want to sacrifice, that's up to you. Yeah, no, you can. But just don't, honestly,